So it is currently snowing outside, which in the South means we stay off the roads and we do things at home. So for this week's video, I'm going to be doing a kind of vlog style video of my week in sewing and crafting. So I have a lot of different projects I can work on, and I'm just gonna shoot little clips of working on them here and there and do like a little bit of a before and after so you can see what I'm working on this week. I've laid out all my options here. Well, these aren't all my options because let's be real, there's always 5 million projects I could work on, but these are the ones I want to work on for this video. I probably will not be completing any of these projects in their entirety other than maybe the diamond painting thing, because most of these are longer projects, i.e. projects I pick up every now and then. I'm not going to sit and work on this for a week straight and get it done. These are my projects I work on when I don't want to work on another project, so they're my little like backup projects, I guess you could say. As Kate at the Last Homely House would say, they're projects that get you out of your head and into your hands, which I could definitely use when it's gloomy outside. So we'll start with the one thing on this table that is not sewing related at all. It is this diamond painting kit thing. My mother-in-law gave me this, and it looks like it'll be a fun, just, you know, mind-numbing thing to work on. So I'll probably work on this while watching YouTube or TV or something. But it is the, let's see if, I'm afraid the camera's probably reflecting badly, so I'm gonna peel it off. It's like sticky, and you just stick the little gems on there. So we got the diamond painting. Right here we have this quilt I'm working on hand quilting. Let's see if I can hold it up so you can see. I'm about halfway through quilting it. I'm doing I think it's called a Baptist fan quilt pattern on it, and all these quilt blocks are from a swap I did on Instagram a couple years ago. I don't remember exactly when. So everybody made the same quilt block and made like a bunch of them. I think you made at least 10. I don't remember for sure how many we made, but we made like a stack of blocks that were all the same, like with the fabrics we picked out, and then we mailed them into somebody and she split them up and sent out the blocks so that everybody could have one from every person that participated in it. So this is kind of like a group quilt a little bit in that way. So I did not make an extra block of the fabrics I used to make the blocks, which I kind of regret because I would have liked to have that in this quilt. But these are all made from different people in the quilting space on Instagram. So like each person made one block and I assembled them all together, and I'm hand quilting this. It's like a throw size. It's not exactly a baby quilt size. It's not a twin So I'm just gonna call it a throw. Next, I've got this. Let's see. This is a Blackwork embroidery sew-along. I think this was from 2020 or 2021 from Peppermint Purple patterns. I'll make sure to put up in the top the designer's name so that y'all can find that if you want to as well. This was a 52-week sew-along. Obviously, I did not complete it in time because it is now 2026, so it's been a couple years, but I've been working on it off and on, and I only have 11 and a partial boxes left to fill in. So I've started on this box, and we'll see if I just complete this box or if I do a couple more before the end of this video. Oh, also, this is the best embroidery frame stand. Like, I love this. It's by Nurge, I guess is the company name. I bought it off of Etsy. I'll see if I can find a link or where to find it, but I love it. It's so adjustable, and the shape of it, I don't know if you can see, is shaped so that you can like sit on it and your legs go off to the side, so you can sit on the couch and do this while watching TV or something, or you can set it up on a table and do it that way. I've used it many different configurations to work on. And then next up we have my English paper piecing project. Well, one of them. This is just a bunch of 1-inch squares. Whoop. Just made from random fabrics. I actually keep this little one. It's got some of the pre-cut squares in there as well as the papers. These are from Paper Pieces. They make all sorts of different shapes and sizes of pre-cut papers for English paper piecing. I just got the 1-inch squares here, so I've got some of those in this box as well as the pre-cut fabrics, my thread, scissors, thimble, needle, everything I need to just do this on the go. And I actually keep this in my purse. Well, I use a backpack, a little cute backpack, not a purse, but I'll keep this in there and just work on this when I'm waiting in the car to do something or at an appointment or whatever. And I just find that keeping it in my purse means I'm more likely to actually grab it and work on it instead of doom scrolling on my phone when I have to wait for more than a couple minutes. My goal is to make a patchwork robe out of those little pieces eventually, heavily inspired by Bilbo Baggins' robe in The Hobbit. It will not be the same because Bilbo's robe is more of a crazy patchwork style quilting robe, and this is going to be very much not that style, but that's where the inspiration is from anyways. Next up, I have this little, it's by Layla Gardonia. I'm gonna butcher that name, so I'm not gonna try to pronounce it more, but I'll put it up in the top as well. But this is foundation paper piecing patterns. There's 50 different scrappy triangles, and I've already done one of these. This is what that one looks like. And I'm just gonna use this to stash bust a little. I don't know what it's gonna turn into. It quite possibly will be a wall hanging to add to my collage of stuff on the wall over there. Or I guess I should say my gallery. And I really have no color scheme for this. I'm just gonna be using whatever fabric looks fun to use. I have a charm pack here of random quilting fabrics that I don't necessarily love by themselves, but I feel like cut up into small pieces for that, it'll read fine. So I'll probably use some of those. And then I have a crap ton of little fabric pieces. Most of these are from little baggies that I get whenever I go to a fabric store, because most fabric stores will have a like scrap pack or by the pound type deal where they have like little offcuts from bolts and stuff of all different fabrics. So that's where most of these are from. And I just like to grab those because they're usually like less than $5, and it's a great way to get a variety of fabric scraps for these little projects like foundation paper piecing or English paper piecing. So I'll probably use up some of those, and I'm going to be using my new rotary cutter. This is a 28mm by Famore, whatever. We use the 45mm version in the quilt shop I work at, and it cuts so smoothly. This brand has little ball bearings inside of it. It cuts like butter. It spins so smoothly. So I'm going to use that. And I have my new little rotating cutting mat that I got for Christmas. So it should be nice to be able to just grab, like my little piece of fabric and just whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know what those sound effects were, but you get the gist. I'll just be able to cut those out really easily and conveniently since it's all little pieces for doing the little scrappy triangles. So yeah, that's my plans. We'll see how much I get done of each project. Like I said, the only one that has the potential of being finished is this diamond painting, but I don't know if I'll get that finished either. I'm just gonna do a little bit each day and see how much progress we make on these. Ta-da! So it has been a week, and this is what all I have accomplished. So let's just go a little clockwise. Starting with the quilt, I have put safety pins with the rubber band on here so I can mark which sections I've done. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of the fan motifs. Got those quilted. Let's see if I can zoom in. This is, and then see all that yummy texture on the back. See if I can get that to show more. Loving how that's looking. So we got a good bit done on the quilt, and then foundation paper piecing. These are the ones I've done. That's what we got so far on the foundation paper piecing. Oh, somehow I skipped over the English paper piecing. So this is how full our jar is looking right now. I do not remember how full it was when it started, but I think we've at least doubled what was in there to begin with. And so yeah, lots more of those made. And then on the diamond painting, crazy me thinking this would be a quick project. This is far more time intensive than you would assume. So I've just been going from the bottom up, but oh, excuse my mess on the floor. I've just been going, I started on the bottom row. I started with all these black ones and did all of the black ones that go on here in that specific color. They're like numbered. It's like a paint by color, but it's little diamond thingies instead of paint. So I did that, and then I did the next line over, which is that this blue here. So you can see there was some up here in that same color, and then did the light tealish color, and that had some up here. But yeah, that's as far as I have gotten on this, and I spent probably a couple hours at least on it. So this is definitely a longer term project than I thought it was going to be, but I enjoy this. It's very mindless. You just pop the piece down on the number that color goes with, and this is that's sticky, so you don't even have to use glue or anything. You just stick them down and that's where they go. So that's been pretty fun. And then we'll skip over that because I'll come back to that in a second. And then this was Blackwork sampler. So this is the square I had started on this week. It was partially, I think I did like that portion over there, and what you saw me filming was this portion here. But since then, I've done these 4 and started on that one as well. So I've gotten a lot more done on this one than I thought I would. I really love that one. It's very pretty. So now I only have 6.5 more to go before the whole sampler is finished, and I can frame it, get it mounted or something, and put it on my wall. So that's exciting. And then the thing that was not on my original list of stuff to work on this week is this right here. This is, that's a piece of fuzz. This is a pant pattern that I drafted following a YouTube video by this one lady, and I am excited for this because it is unlike any attempt I've done before to make pants, and if it works or even is close to working for how my body is, it will be amazing. So this is just some random fabric I had. I'm going to use to make a mock-up of this pant pattern, and if it works, hey, I'll have a fancy pair of pants as well. So that is probably what I'm going to continue working on today, but yesterday was the end of the week of sewing, so I'm not going to film that for this video. I'm not sure if I'll film the mock-up for a future video, or if I'll just, once the pattern's good, if I'll film the actual pants I want to make out of this pattern. But I'm very excited about that, so I'm sure you'll see more about that pant pattern in the future. So yeah, that was my week in sewing, and thank you everybody that stuck around to the end of this video, and make sure to like and subscribe so you can see my next videos that come out, and I will see you again shortly. Okay, bye!